Wednesday, Barry Burnell faced yet more charges. 8 counts of sexual abuse against a boy who was under 14 at the time. It has taken just a handful of Burnell's victims to come forward to break this scandal wide open.
I was totally overwhelmed, you know. Last week I was on here, I was on my own, and I was so scared, but I knew that they were here. I've got, honest to God, Victoria, I can't thank the public enough and the media, and more importantly, the lads for backing me up, you know. I'm just totally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
In the past few weeks, helplines and newspapers have been inundated with claims of abuse, from the players who never quite made it to the stars who played for England.
There are still predators out there. It's not just football, it's sport in general. The access to children in sport is greater than I think in most places apart from schools.
The allegations stemmed from the past, a time before police checks and child protection policies were routine. But football authorities have announced a full inquiry, and Premier League Chelsea admitted that just last year they paid a former player to keep his secrets quiet. The ripples of this scandal have reached the grassroots. Here at Staines Town and Kingston Academy in southwest London, young men dream of a career in the game. These days, every coach undergoes strict background checks.
Pick up, let's go!
All across the game, the recent revelations about sexual abuse have caused shock and concern. There is confidence that these days better protections are in place. But at clubs like this one and others like it up and down the country, they realise there is no room for complacency.
I'm sure that there must be thoughts in parents' minds now, not just in football, but in a lot of other sports as well. And that, you know, I'm sure we haven't heard anything like the end of it.
Today, awareness of the risks are much higher.
So I coach myself part-time, and the checks that you have to go through now, just to be able to even take one session, you have to go through childcare, so like knowing when to intervene with a child, when to not. And there's loads of stuff involved in the back that they don't see that the coaches have to go through, and it is hard.
But it makes you feel confident.
Yeah, so yeah, if they're here today, then you know that they've gone through those procedures.
Football has never been so popular or so commercially successful, but the brand has been damaged by this scandal, with hundreds of victims and dozens of clubs implicated. To limit that damage, there must be no suspicion the abuse is still going on or that crimes of the past are being covered up. The game's administrators do not enjoy a good reputation. How they deal with this scandal will be their biggest test.